Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time class. My name's Amy, and joining me is Debbie. And we are here to talk to you this morning about these 12 fabulous oils and other products that come in the oil starter kit. So this month we are talking about wellness prepping. And so that will be that underlying theme for us when we were sharing about the oils, Ningxia Red, Thieves, CBD. It will be that underlying theme of wellness prepping because it is about getting these oils and these products into your home, into your wellness cabinet, and for you to have them for everyday use, as well as when things pop up and you've got an emergency or a crisis or the creepy crawlies, as both of Debbie and I have testimonies to all of those situations. So that is just, like I said, our posture about wellness prepping. Before we get started, our next Saturday at 10 a.m. class obviously is next Saturday, the 12th, and it is on Thieves. All things Thieves. And this month, our oil of the month is Citrus Fresh. So on our Facebook pages and as well as on our personal accounts, we'll be sharing different tips and tricks with Citrus Fresh because it's February. And you know what? Citrus Fresh is sunshine in a bottle. And what I also want to point out that when you sign up with Debbie and me, you receive from us, I'm going to do a screen share, so bear with me, everybody. Oh yeah. You receive 2 free ebooks from us because you know what? It can be overwhelming. I know when I got my oils, I was like, what am I going to do with these oils? What's a diffuser? Which that's a diffuser right there. And so these are 2 great ebooks to help you when you get started. One of them is on the oils and the other one is about getting your, it's DIY cleaning hacks. So awesome sauce. And also I want to say that when you do sign up, join us on Saturday mornings, I was like, where is it? When you do join us live on Saturday mornings, you receive one of these script book mini booklets. They pair beautifully with our Saturday morning class, so you can follow along, take notes, and then just really get your mind thinking in a new way to help you prep for wellness. Let me see if I've got everything. Okay. That being said, why Young Living Oils? Debbie's going to tell you.
Thank you, Amy. Yes, one of the things that I have really appreciated about Young Living Oils is their seed to seal. And so I want to explain that seed to seal to you in just a couple minutes here. The one thing that sets Young Living apart from all other oil companies is its seed to seal. So let me try to simplify what that means a little bit. Young Living, they don't strip constituents out to make the oils smell better. They don't mix species of the same oil. They don't spray weed killers, pesticides, herbicides, or use genetically modified seeds, which is big. $12,000 are spent per acre to hand weed instead of the standard $60 per acre of the same plant. The industry standard is $60 per acre because spraying with pesticides is much cheaper than hand weeding. Young Living does not distill with solvents like hexans. So that means the soil is not tainted with mercury, arsenic, or any other poison because because the fields are untouched with toxic chemicals. They harvested exactly the same time of day. And I thought this was brilliant when I didn't know these things. A lot of the flowers have to be harvested in the morning when they first open and the dew is still on them. And so they find out when the precise time to get the most effective oils out of their the plants and flowers that they use. So that was ingenious to me. My husband just walked through. So they they make sure that that is all done. Gary Young, our founder, grew helichrysum essential oil at St. Marie's in Idaho, then in Mona, Utah, then in the Mediterranean country of Croatia to watch its scores with the seed to seal testing, and where it was producing the most effective essential oil. Young Living farms are all over the world, and you can visit them yourself. In fact, you can visit any of the farms, which I think is cool, and because that's how transparent Young Living is. So why seed to seal? To say that Young Living is the same as a generic off-brand or brand at the grocery store makes no sense. They are two completely different products. So when you use an oil laden with chemicals, why do you want to do that if that's the entire purpose is to get away from chemicals? So you don't want to use an oil that has chemicals in it. So unfortunately, you cannot have quality without cost. We all know that. Think about our mechanically separated meats, rib meats. That is much cheaper than buying pasture-fed, pasture grass-fed organic beef. There's just you pay for it. It's more expensive. So you get what you pay for. That's the whole thing here. Third-party tests don't necessarily make oils authentic. So saying your oils are better does not make it authentic. It takes hard work, premiums, but premium standards do count. And that is the difference between what separates seed to seal and other oils. And that is why Young Living is different. It's their promise to promote better and to premium standards. Young Living's product quality starts in the fields. Just like I said, they don't use the pesticides and herbicides. They hand weed and spend much more money to do that, but it's better for the product. And they have farms globally, which we're the only company that has farms. We own our own farms, and they are globally. They're all over the world. Product testing not only takes place in 2 in-house labs, but it also works with more than a dozen of the world's highly accredited labs for advanced product testing to ensure it meets the seed to seal standard. Young Living oils are tested by scientists with over 180 years of combined life experience. Most of the scientists were hand trained by founder Gary Young himself. There are also more than 3,000 global employees, over 600 life-changing products, 16 corporate and partner farms, and more than 20 international markets. Wow, I'm sorry. I always am blown away when I read these numbers. And 50 highly trained scientists, 12 independent partner labs, and 6 million global partners. That says a lot. Young Living is a global leader in essential oils with nearly $2 billion in sales annually. What does that mean? It means that testing is thorough and precise. That means that those oils that you are using and they keep returning and they keep working because of this precision, because of all that goes into that. And that's why I buy my oils from Young Living, is because I know they're not adulterated. I know that they've been tested, and I know oils have been thrown away because they didn't meet what needed to be met. Instead of other companies take them, if they don't meet their standards, they take them and sell them to other places, which is what you get in places like big box stores. You get the adulterated oils that don't meet standards. So that's why I buy Young Living, and that's what I think is important about our oils. Back to you, Amy, as you take a drink.
No, I'm gonna wet my whistle before I get started. So
That's right.
I want to underscore everything she said. And I love how, I think I might get this quote wrong, but if you want to pay for quality, there's a cost to that.
Yes.
So there's so much more to be said about everything that Debbie was just sharing with us. But with that, let's get to the good stuff. Why do I have to break out in a song? And yet Debbie loves me anyway. Okay, you guys, let's just talk about bottles and labeling for a second. So those are 2 peppermint bottles. They One's labeled with that beautiful green, one's labeled with white. It's the same oil in both bottles. The to stay respectful toward the powers that be, the FDA, we label our bottle saying that you can consume this, that this oil is legit to consume. Again, same oil, we're just wanting to let you know what is an oil that can be consumed. So when you look at our starter kit and you see that some are white labeled, and those are our vitality oils, the ones that you can ingest. So with that, let me start with peppermint. I'm going to go through 6 oils real quick, and then I'm going to go back over to Debbie. And since I'm sharing on the oils first, I get to pick which ones I'm going to share on. But you know what? If she's got something to say about one of the things I'm talking on, she needs to talk on it, because that's these oils. There's literally, like, legitimately like a gazillion million ways to use these oils, and the benefits are the same, almost astronomical. But you know what? The benefits are crazy. So peppermint vitality. Actually, you can put a drop or 2 in your brownie mix and make these peppermint brownies. And people think that you are like the best baker ever. This happened to me. But on a very serious note, peppermint is one that I use. There's a fur, sorry. Peppermint is one that I use more for pains that I have with my muscles or my joints. So this is one I'll use, especially with sinus pressure. I will use this on strategic areas of my face before I put on my moisturizer or my makeup. And peppermint is literally for all the things. Put it on your stomach to help with this is what I do. I put it on my stomach, or I breathe it in, or put it on my tongue to help with motion sickness. I've had motion sickness since I can remember. This helps. Okay, the next one, Valor. You guys, I'm going to say this about every oil, but I'm like, you need this oil. So Valor is courage in a bottle. I'll be real honest, 3 years ago when my future mister almost broke my heart, I was sucking down Valor just for the strength and the courage to get over that breakup. A lot of fun, right? And then on the other side of that, also I use Valor all the time because it just is a great thing to concentrate. It helps you focus and concentrate, and it is courage in a bottle. Also, Debbie will talked on this. It is also a chiropractor in a bottle as well. Okay, Stress Away. This is one of my first favorite oils. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. Can you hear him? Debbie, can you hear him? Okay. I'm going to actually kick this over to you right now. So Stress Away is a beach in a bottle, but I'm going to kick this over to Debbie.
Okay. I will let you in on some of my favorite oils, and Amy, I'll just have to, do some other ones. The starter kit, one of the first oils that I ever got, that convinced me to get the starter kit was frankincense, because I was determined when I first got the starter kit, I was going to get a diffuser because I'd heard so much about diffusers and how good they were to replace candles. And that's another story. But so I was going to get a diffuser and frankincense. To get those 2 things, I got all the rest of the oils and the samples free. Yeah. So frankincense was the oil that convinced me to buy to get all the oils in the starter kit. And the reason was, I'm going to give a quick example of how frankincense can help you. There's so many things it's good for, but I actually had a spot on my back that was very painful. And I had, in my very first class, my daughter was presenting it, and she goes, "Do you still have that spot on your back that bothers you?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Here, can you reach it with your finger?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Take a drop of this frankincense, put it on your back where it hurts." And I said, "Okay." And I did it. And 20 minutes later, I raised my hand, totally interrupted her class and her train of thought. I mean, you could see it in her face. And I go, "Yeah, that spot on my back, it doesn't hurt anymore. That's the first time in 6 years. So that's how frankincense helped me and how it convinced me that it was something that I needed. So that has become one of my very, very favorite oils, and I use it daily now. So kind of like Amy and her Valor, using it daily. I will go ahead and touch on one more, and then I'll shoot it back to Amy. Let her go. Thieves, the Thieves Vitality. I think it's what's in the kit. Is it the Vitality? Once again, yes, it comes in both of ours. There is a whole product line of Thieves, which we'll be doing a class on later this month. Yes, but the essential oil is awesome for your immune system. It supports your immune system. I use it daily. It's also great for disinfecting things. I have put just the oil, and I've used it of dropping my hands, rubbing my hands together, knowing that all the germs that I just had on my hands have been wiped out. So yeah, I use it for things like that. I diffuse it. It cleans the air. It helps support everybody in my house with their immune systems. So it is just an awesome oil. And the story behind Thieves was that during the bubonic plague, there was a bunch of merchants that got stuck in port, and they were like, okay, we can't go out and sell our herbs and botanicals. What can we do? So they became thieves, and they started robbing the graves, and they would put their botanicals and their herbs on themselves before they went in to rob these graves of people who had the plague, and they were not dying, which they should have been. So when they finally were caught and brought to court, the judge said, if you can tell me what you were doing to keep from getting sick, we will make your sentence less. And so they gave the judge the oils and the botanicals that they were using, and those are in our Thieves blend. So that's how powerful that little bottle of oil is. And I know many of us buy our starter kits because of Thieves, and it's well worth it. So there you go. Those are mine, and I'll turn it back over to Amy and let her get a couple more in here.
Awesome. Yeah, Thieves was one of the reasons I said yes to Young Living for sure. So, okay, I'm going to touch on Citrus Fresh. This comes in Vitality and regular, but you can add, I just learned this today, you can add Citrus Fresh to distilled water in a spray bottle and use it as a replacement for your chemically based home fragrances. And we probably need to do a class, we probably need to, I think it might be on our radar, but a class about ditching and switching toxins. I know Debbie talked about it when she was talking about seed to seal, but you may be using a room spray or a plug-in or candle, and you may, those first two give me headaches and make me physically sick, but you're actually just probably putting scented toxins into your air. That seems a bit harsh, but so are those products. But Citrus Fresh, you can use it as a home fragrance. You can do that with a lot of our oils, not just Citrus Fresh, but the powerful oils in the Citrus Fresh blend are actually ones that will actually purify, will actually not just mask scents and flavors and all the things, but it'll actually purify. I will talk about real quick Raven, another beautiful one to diffuse and make your home smell like a spa. And this is one that when I diffuse on rainy days, because when it's raining, the mold count goes up and that affects our respiratory system. So when I'm just feeling like my respiratory system needs a boost, Raven is one I will grab for, and I will apply this topically. When I apply it topically, I am always using a carrier oil, or I'm using it with body butter. I never apply this one neat, like I do most of the oils. And so, Debbie, did you have any ones that you want to talk about? This is what we have left. That's hilarious. I don't have my glasses on. I was talking about citrus fresh when I was talking, and I had lemon.
Oh, well.
Citrus fresh, and this is lemon. Oh, you don't have your glasses on. They look the same. Anyway, we have lemon, lavender, digest, peace and calming, and Panaway, all yet to quickly mention something about.
I'll do Panaway real quick here. Panaway is one of the oils that I've had a lot of people have the exact same experience with Panaway that I had with my frankincense, where they will all say, hey, do you have a spot that's bothering you? You know, whether it's just achy or it's caused you some issues or whatever. And I will put a drop on their finger and let them apply it. And it has, so I've had, I bet a quarter of my people buy because of Panaway. They purchase the kit because of the same reason. Panaway is not it is an expensive oil, and when put in the kit, you get all the others free basically. So yeah, Panaway. Panaway and frankincense are your two gems in that kit. So yeah, it's great for supporting muscles, aging. It's good for your skin. It's got some awesome, you can put it in lotions and help add it to your skin because it's actually very good for all of those as well. So I have also used it for occasional headaches. Depends on the type of headache you're having, whether it works or not, but it can help, or the back of your neck as well. Top of your head, forehead, back of your neck, all help with headaches with Panaway. So there you go. There's another one, Amy, over to you.
And for you young girls out there, cramps be gone. That's all I'm going to say. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. These are two beautiful oils. One, lavender is a single oil and peace and calming is a blend. These ones are great to diffuse, to calm a situation, to center a situation. I often diffuse lavender along with cedar wood, which is an oil you would want to put on your wish list, to get a really good sound night's sleep. Because as you get older, you wake up in the middle of the night. I think it's a menopause thing. You may be like, hey, I'm 30 and I wake up in the middle of the night, maybe for different reasons or kids or whatever. Well, for me, lavender and cedar wood help me fall back to sleep really quickly. And peace and calming, if you've got littles, you need this in a bottle. All right, these are the last two to talk about, lemon and digest. You want to hit them or you want me to get them?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Lemon is, I love lemon. That was an oil that I was told, the Lemon Vitality, that I could put in my water and drink it every day. And I was getting tired of just plain old water, to be honest. And so putting a little lemon in my water tasted good. Number one, it tasted good. Number two, it helps detox your body. It helps get those toxins that are flowing around in there. It helps cling on to those molecules and helps pull them out of your system. So it has that double effect. It tastes good and it helps detox and cleanse. And I don't know. That's probably the biggest thing I use lemon for. And I like diffusing it because it makes the air smell so good. And it's also good at getting crud out of your air too. Yes.
It's good for the brain. You've told me lemon's good for the brain.
Oh, yes, that's right. It is. But it's very good for the brain. So diffusing it, I like to pair it with rosemary. So you can put that one on your wish list as well. Lemon and rosemary, really good for the brain. Yeah. So then on to digest. Digest is good for your digestive system. And it's a vitality oil, which means you can take it internally. I have actually taken it, put a drop on it and rubbed it on my stomach when my stomach was not feeling the best. I have also put it under my tongue, which is classified as a topical application. I have also put it in drinks. I put it in capsules and taken it that way. And all of them work great. I have not had very many issues since I started using it on a regular basis to help the digestive system. I do have a friend who uses it. She diffuses it. She loves the smell of it to diffuse it. So if you've got your diffuser and you want to try that, go right ahead. It's not one of my favorite oils personally to diffuse, but what a wonderful thing to get into the air is to help us all with the wonderful blend of oils that are in there. So yeah, that and Digest and Peppermint add together make an awesome oil blend if you're having digestive issues. All right. I think that's it, Amy.
That does cover it. I'm going to do a screen share because we're high tech here. Because I want to go over. All right, so the starter kit. We didn't highlight a diffuser. Right there is a diffuser. It's actually the lantern diffuser, which is my favorite. But in the oil starter kit, you have your choice between that beautiful desert mist or a dewdrop. You actually have other selections, but at this cost price, it's either the dewdrop or the desert mist. But you get those 12 oils that we just went over, the diffuser. And as you can see, the value is $400, but we price it basically as a way to get you in the door, then get you to help, get you really, what do I want to say? Wellness prepping is what I'm talking about. We really want to help just get your wellness cabinet built well, and those are great foundational oils for that. If you'll notice, you also get a couple samples of Ningxia Red, which we have not talked about much, but we do have a class later this month, and then 2 Thieves products. Basically, these are just really beautiful yet really ingenious ways to get you hooked on other products. But these are products that I have in my house and I have them everywhere. So I totally stand behind that. So again, it's a $400 value for $165. Frankincense and Panaway alone, I think they each cost about $50. So, I mean, the cost of the starter kit is just crazy amazing. Okay, so if you need to get started, reach out to me or Debbie wherever you're watching this video, and we can definitely get you help with opening up your Young Living account and also to get you started on your next leg of your wellness journey. I would be remiss if we didn't mention that there's also an income earning potential with Young Living. It's definitely not mandatory. 97% of the Young Living members are truly just product loving people like me and Debbie. But then there's 3% that are also like me and Debbie and have chosen to earn some income from it. So if you're thinking, you know what, $100 a month, $200 a month would make a big difference on your family's budget. You know what, or you may think I want to get my oils or my products or my Ningxia paid for, then there's that the income side potential of Young Living. And it is easier than you think. We help you with training. You obviously can pop your people on our weekly Zoom classes to get their education going and have them understand how oils and Ningxia and Thieves can perhaps meet the needs that they have going on. But I want to do another quick screen share. Pull the right one up. Okay, so how to earn $100 a month by sharing your Young Living. You can either help 2 customers spend 200 PV or 4 new customers spend 100 PV. So basically it's getting orders that are the equivalent of 400 PV. PV are points value. Because we're a global company, we don't talk strictly in dollars because American dollars are only used in America, right? So most of our products are a straight PV to dollar cost ratio, but not all of them. So that's why we talk in PV when we talk about earning monies. And so when you help 2 new customers or 4 new customers, either order 200 or 100 each, you're earning $100. And if you're spending $100 with Young Living, or your wish list has been like, I'm going to be spending $100, this is a great way to help your family budget. So like I said, we'd be remiss if we did not mention that to you today. Okay, and wherever you're watching this, we will make sure we include links on how to get that starter bundle, and then you can always reach out to us because we are here to serve you as you are pursuing wellness. So thank you for your time this morning, and we will talk to you guys next week. Bye.